Alright, round one, and pretty sure our deck can do better than this. No white sources, but do I mull this on the draw when we have a 1-drop that we can play? We have 2 lands. We do need some white and we need more mana. I don't know, this hand is a little bit dangerous, but on the draw, I'm going to try it. It's certainly risky, but we have just so many good cards that we could draw into, and we just need some land, and I don't know. I feel like this hand has the potential to be very good, especially now that I just basically need a white source. Slime molding for 1. It's a really interesting play. That was a good draw. I can trade. I kind of don't want him to populate. Do I trade an ooze for a slime? An ooze for a slime. A dryad for an ooze? I think I do. I don't really mind. I've got so much other stuff to do. This keeps him off populate. Militant doesn't really actually do anything crazy for my deck. It's just a cheap creature. I get rid of any populate shenanigan he has with that now. Sewer Shambler's good. Brush Strider is also good. So it looks like we're likely doing an Eyes in the Skies next turn. Definitely taking this. Indrik. Yeah, it's pretty good. Alright. I guess we're not really doing all that much, are we? That's alright. So we're most likely taking 5 next turn, but then we're going to get to Eyes in the Skies, potentially followed by Rootborn Defenses. Taking it. No plays. Alright. Definitely time for Eyes in the Skies. Get a couple birdies. Ooh. Very much like to populate that. Alright, I think we just swing in for 2 here. Get a nice little vigilant token. We get a second white source, and we're going to be swinging in pretty big with this Justiciar. No attacks. Okay, so white source, and this guy's in big trouble. Ooh, white source, and this guy's still in big trouble. So if I swing with everything, he blocks a bird, most likely. No, he blocks Brush Strider. I'm not in a big rush. He's not really putting down pressure. I've got a lot of action. If I attack with everything here, the best I could hope to kill is just a Sewer Shambler. Yeah, it's not worth it yet. I'm just going to wait. I'd rather use Rootborn Defenses defensively. And like I said, I get a white source, and well, now it's kind of a different story. Well, I guess not, because I still can't do Rootborn Defenses. Guess we just wait. I still like the waiting game here. I feel like I'm in a I'm in a good position. I've got more cards in my hand. I've got a good late game strategy. My hand is just full of golden things. Even Mind Rot wouldn't like hurt me too bad. I'd probably just discard Swift Justice and defenses, probably. Possibly the Justice Shear. Archweaver's pretty good. Let's see here. There we go, second white source. So yeah, we just play Trustani here. Pass the turn. Now I can just start populating. He's got to try and kill Trustani. I'll take it. I mean, I'm going to be gaining a lot of life here, so I think it's worth it. Stab wound. Yeah, I mean, it's okay. I guess I'm at 12, but I have the potential to gain a lot of life here. Jailbreaker, alright. Let's see here. Course of Might, I feel like is going to be huge. I've got 6 mana at my disposal. How do I want to use it? Alright. I can do Course of Might plus Swift Justice. Yeah, I think that's what we do here. Wish I could do Justice Shear plus Course of Might, or Course of Might plus Rootborn defenses. Both of those would be excellent. I can do Swift Justice plus Course of Might though, so I think I'm just going to get in with the Brush Strider, and then Chorus plus Swift Justice, and gain a bunch of life. So he takes 8. We gain a bunch. Alright. This looks pretty good. I'll land off the top and we basically just sweep his entire board. Well, he's got a trampler. That is for sure. Ooh, cross the Guildmage, huh? Alright. That is pretty good. So, ooh, well, that's game over right there. Besides gaining a million life, sweep his board. Yeah, that's pretty devastating. Alright, so first target is clearly the... I think we do everything but the Guildmage. That way he doesn't have good blocks. Alright, he just seeded. Understandably. Angel of Serenity. After you have a Trostani. God, this deck is insane. Alright. So, our opponent's got some good creatures, actually. He has good creatures. Didn't see any enchantments that I can think of. Do I want another Course of Might? Possibly. I think the deck played pretty well. Played about as well as I thought it was going to. Yeah, I think we're actually okay. Similar hand to last time, but once again I'm going to keep. Anytime we've got the turn 1 Militant, I feel pretty good. And the fact that we have potential turn 2 Brush Strider, now that is a hell of a turn progression. Well, we still have a good turn progression. Slitherhead. Well, that's a pretty good blocker, I guess. Feel like we'll see a green source eventually. Okay. Alright, well, you just got a little bit awkward here. Yep. So if we don't get our green source, we're probably in pretty big trouble. Oh wow. Wow. That's a fantastic curve. Much better than ours. Ours had a lot of potential, but did not pan out. Alright. Well, green source? There we go. Brush Rider doesn't trade with anything anymore, though. That's sort of the issue. We're going to have a real hard time racing that. So, I think we're still going to try. This turn we attack. And wish I had 2 green sources. That would make this Centaur's Herald a really easy play. But instead, I think we're doing Brush Rider. Hopefully top decking, I don't know, Common Bond or something. We're going to have a real hard time beating these two. I don't anticipate winning this game if I can't come up with a solution to these guys. Some detainers off the top, like Justice Shear, would do a lot of work. And a Jailbreaker too, with a Guildgate. This guy's turn progression is good. Centaur Healer looks so bad here. But possibly necessary? Yeah, we're going to lose to any trick anyway. I'm just going to play the healer. So now I have to be defensive, which is horrible. Yeah, this game went to hell fast. Wow. He just rolled us with his good cards. So we're going to lose to a combat trick, I'm almost positive. But no real choice there. So of all the things I care the least about the Dead Reveler, which means I probably should double block this dude. any sort of buff spell when we lose. Yeah, I'm gonna have to 2-for-1 myself here, aren't I? Or else I could chump. We just block here, just chump. Yeah, I mean, that should have been obvious. I had no outs. Missing that green really really hurt me. Well, now that I know this guy can like roll cards out super fast, maybe I should. Any way to survive this turn? Just no possible way, right? Double. No, I'm gonna lose this game. I start using cards from my hand to try and buy time, but so I can do Centaur. Okay. God, if that's so disappointing. I didn't get that second green source. Rites of Reaping. Oh, even more devastating. Alright, so we just got rolled. I feel like that really shouldn't happen that often because our deck is like absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. But it did just happen, so what can I do about that? I don't know. I feel like we're geared just fine. I just have gotten... maybe I just can't keep any sort of questionable hand with this deck. It's just too good to allow that. I don't remember seeing any artifacts or enchantments. No, I think we just keep it as it is. Let's see here. I'll play first. Give me a good hand. Yeah, I'll keep it. We're going to need land once again, but let's see how much the deck loves us or hates us today. I'd feel better if my opponent mulled. He doesn't, though. That was a good draw. Potential Omega turn progression here. Krasda Guildmage. That's a hell of a card to draw. Well, you can guess I'm going to be attacking into that. Drop the healer, gain some life. Yeah, I'd like to slam the Trostani next turn. That'd make me feel more comfortable. That's sad. Alright, so arrest her here. Gonna detain the Slitherhead so he can't block with it. Get in for 5. See if he's got the giant growth. He does. Which also sucks for us since we're missing our land drop this turn. Don't like the way this game's progressing. Really don't. Really needed the land there to make this game look favorable. Now it actually looks like it's starting to slip away with me if I don't get this land draw. So really just need, you know, land, which I've needed the whole game. Oddly enough, I have like just a phenomenal curve. Give me the land. Thank you. Wrong land, but I'll take it. Drop our decoy. Just attack with apparition. Wait, no, he can buff the Slitherhead. Never mind. That doesn't work. Hopefully the Chorus of Might on this decoy is just huge. Him missing his land drops makes me a lot happier. Beastmaster too. Do we just keep setting ourselves up? I think we do. Yeah, I think we've got to. Although I could just... No, I think we play the Beastmaster here. Because then if I Chorus of Might him, there's just so many silly things I can do with that Beastmaster. We're not attacking yet. One more turn. Hopefully, ideally this setup works like I want it to. Still not getting his land drop, which is excellent. Angel's not super relevant here, but we get an excellent attack. I can surprise do Wild Beastmaster, right? So I can attack here. That's ridiculous. Wow. If he'd gotten his land drops there, that would have been a different story. That was bonkers.